life. Juggling life, John Wutzer.
Greetings, masters of toasting. You're challenged in life with so many things, and juggling them all can be very difficult. A great method to learning how to deal with managing all those challenges of life is to actually physically learn the sport of juggling. Now, we're challenged with emails, family, life, figuring out what flavor of coffee to get at Starbucks, following their forever long election, and so on. So who wants to have some fun? Let me get started with a quick lesson on a quick history fact on juggling. It was invented in the 1980s. That's 1980 BC, before Christ. Entertaining some Egyptian kings or something like that. I don't really care about all that. That's not really important because those people have been dead a very long time. What is important is that to learn how to juggle, you have to think like a juggler, you have to behave like a clown, and you have to dress like both. Now the first rule in learning how to dress like a clown or a juggler is remember that you're never a slave to fashion. You can wear whatever you like, whatever floats your boat, whatever blows your skirt up. It doesn't matter. It all works. So, away with the dressy professional. Now, rule number 2. Always think like a 6-year-old. Because as a 6-year-old, you can remember when you actually put on that Batman cape at Halloween, you in fact thought you were Batman, right? Same with juggling. You put on all the garb, and you become a juggler. That makes you able to learn that much easier, and you can entertain your folks that much better. Now, remember, throughout all the rules that Mom taught you, in getting dressed in the morning, Grandmom too, remember, more colors are better. Mix the plaids and the stripes, and bright colors work great. Now that we're dressed, we can learn a definition of juggling. Definition of juggling is to throw or toss more objects into the air than whatever's doing the throwing or the tossing. So what does that mean? That means that even a person with one arm can juggle. What does that mean? That means all of you here in this room are actually overqualified. You have no excuses. You have more than what it takes to learn how to juggle. So we start off with our beanbag. Now I recommend beanbags because when you drop them, they stay where they're at. If you pick things like tennis balls, they always roll to the odd corner of the room under some big piece of furniture or a bed, and it makes it very difficult to learn how to juggle when you're just chasing all that stuff. So beanbags or sock balls, they work great. So we want to start with just the first step is ball 1. We're going to intentionally drop these just to demonstrate that you can recover from falls like that. So, okay. So we want to do nice high arc throws with our single ball. Once you get that down, you can graduate to 2 balls. Now, what we're going to do here is do what is called the cascade pattern, and that's a throw, catch, over-under pattern. It's the simplest pattern in juggling, and it goes something like this. Throw, catch, throw, catch, throw, catch. Very easy in theory, a little bit more difficult in practice, but very learnable. Once you get that down, you're going to graduate to your 3 balls. Now I always start off with the 3rd ball in my strong hand, which is my right hand on your left, and we're going to do the same pattern as we did with the 2 balls, just with 3, fulfilling the definition of juggling, which is 3 balls and using 2 hands. So, and it goes something like this. Again, same pattern, just 3 balls. Throw, catch. Throw, catch, over, under. Now, remember, any good Toastmaster speech, it's very important that you maintain good eye contact with your audience. So, in the Middle Ages, they actually accused jugglers of witchcraft. They even considered them outcasts. Now, I must admit, standing here in front of you in all your professional outfits and your in this very formal office setting that I feel like a bit of an outcast myself in all this silly clown gear. Well, wait, hey, whatever it takes to win the contest, right? So, Cornell did a study back in the 80s that determined that juggling was actually one of the most relaxing, stress-relieving forms of the study break. I agree with that, but I caveat it with the fact that as long as you're not juggling flaming torches, razor-sharp swords, or running chainsaws. So, due to the time limit of today's speech, I left those items at home for today's demonstration. Now, remember that anybody can learn how to juggle as long as you practice, even for overqualified people like yourselves. And remember that it's easy and relaxing, and you can even drop them at times, and that's okay. Remember, no chainsaws, and that it can be a fun and potentially humorous skill for life. Now, remember that if anybody ever accuses you of witchcraft, you can just assume that it's probably some old schooler, probably jealous of your impressive juggling skills.